Feeling like you're always broke, no matter how hard you work? Drowning in bills and wondering where your money disappears each month? What if I told you that in the next 10 minutes you could learn 3 simple, life-changing budgeting methods that don't require you to be a math genius or give up everything you love? Stick around because we're about to turn your financial stress into financial success. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a topic that affects millions of us: how to manage your money effectively when you're on a tight budget. It can feel impossible, like you're constantly playing catch-up. But I promise you, it's not about how much you earn, it's about how you manage what you have. We're going to break down 3 powerful budgeting methods specifically designed for low-income earners, and I guarantee one of them will be the perfect fit for you. So grab a notebook and let's get started on building your path to financial freedom. First up, we have the 50-30-20 rule. This is a fantastic starting point if you're new to budgeting because it is so simple and flexible. Here's how it works. You divide your after-tax income into 3 categories. 50% goes towards your needs. These are your absolute essentials: rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation to work, and insurance. These are the non-negotiable bills you have to pay every month to live. Next, 30% of your income is allocated to your wants. This is the fun stuff. It includes things like dining out, your Netflix subscription, buying new clothes, hobbies, or going to the movies. It is crucial to have this category because a budget that is all work and no play is impossible to stick with. This gives you guilt-free spending money. Finally, the last 20% is for savings and debt repayment. This is your future self fund. This money goes towards building an emergency fund, paying off high-interest debt like credit cards or personal loans, or saving for a larger goal. If you have a lot of debt, you might focus this entire 20% on paying it off as quickly as possible. The beauty of the 50-30-20 rule is its simplicity. It gives you clear guidelines without getting bogged down in tiny details. But what if your needs take up way more than 50% of your income? That's a very real situation for many people, and that's where our second method comes in: the zero-based budget. Don't let the name scare you. It's actually incredibly empowering. The concept is simple. Your income minus your expenses equals 0. Every single dollar has a job. Here's the process. At the beginning of the month, you list all your expected income. Then, you list every single expense you can think of, from your rent down to your morning coffee. You assign a specific amount of money to each expense category until there's no money left over. Your income of, say, $2,000 will be completely allocated to different spending and saving categories, so 2,000 in minus 2,000 out equals 0. This method is powerful because it forces you to be intentional with your money. You see exactly where every dollar is going. There's no mystery spending. It also helps you identify areas where you might be overspending. Maybe you didn't realize you were spending $100 a month on subscriptions you don't even use. A zero-based budget brings that to light. It requires a bit more effort each month, but the level of control it gives you over your finances is unmatched. You become the boss of your money, telling it exactly where to go. Our third method is perfect for those who find traditional budgeting overwhelming and restrictive. It's called the cash envelope system. This is a very tactile, visual way to manage your spending, and it's incredibly effective at preventing overspending. Here's how you do it. After you've paid your fixed bills like rent and utilities online, you withdraw the rest of your spending money for the month in cash. Then, you create physical envelopes for your variable spending categories. For example, you might have envelopes labeled groceries, gas, entertainment, and personal care. You decide on a budget for each category and put that specific amount of cash into the corresponding envelope. So if you budget $300 for groceries, you put $300 in the groceries envelope. When you go to the grocery store, you only use the cash from that envelope. When the cash is gone, it's gone. You can't spend any more on groceries until the next month. This physical limitation is a powerful psychological tool. Swiping a card is abstract, but handing over physical cash makes you feel the purchase more. It forces you to be mindful. If you see your entertainment envelope is getting empty, you'll think twice about going out for an expensive dinner. The cash envelope system is brilliant for reining in those tricky spending categories that always seem to get out of control. Now you might be wondering, which method is right for me? Let's do a quick recap to help you decide. The 50-30-20 rule is great for beginners who want a simple, flexible framework. If you just need general guidelines to get started, this is your best bet. The zero-based budget is for those who want maximum control and are ready to track every dollar. If you feel like your money is just vanishing and you want to know exactly where it is going, this method will give you that clarity. And the cash envelope system is perfect for visual, hands-on people who struggle with overspending on things like food, shopping, and entertainment. If you find yourself constantly swiping your debit card without thinking, this physical system can be a game changer. You can even combine methods. For example, you could use a zero-based budget to plan everything out, but then use cash envelopes for your variable spending categories. The goal isn't to follow a rule perfectly. It's to find a system that reduces your stress and helps you achieve your financial goals. I also want to touch on a few bonus tips that can supercharge any of these methods. First, automate your savings. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your savings account the day you get paid. Even if it's just $10 or $20, pay yourself first. This ensures you're always building your savings without having to think about it. Second, review your budget regularly. A budget isn't a set it and forget it thing. Your income or expenses might change. Sit down once a week or once a month to see how you're doing. Did you overspend in one area? Maybe you need to adjust your budget for next month. Be flexible and kind to yourself. You won't be perfect, especially at the start, and that's okay. The goal is progress, not perfection. Finally, find ways to trim your needs. Can you call your internet or phone provider and negotiate a better rate? Can you be more strategic with grocery shopping to reduce food waste and save money? Look for coupons by generic brands and plan your meals. Small changes in your biggest spending categories can free up a surprising amount of cash that you can then redirect to savings or paying off debt. Remember, budgeting isn't about restriction. It's about freedom. It's about telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. It's about creating a plan that allows you to cover your needs, enjoy your life, and build a more secure future for yourself. It's a skill, and like any skill, it gets easier with practice. I truly believe that by implementing one of these methods, you can take control of your finances and start building the life you want, regardless of your income. It all starts with that first step of creating a plan. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more videos on personal finance that actually work for real people. Drop a comment below and let me know which budgeting method you're going to try. I love hearing from you all. Until next time, take care and start budgeting.